Yes, going into week 4 of No Spend January and almost at the finish line. This week, I think for me, the biggest thing definitely was Babe has this saying like, how does discipline taste? So like whenever we're eating dinner, it's kind of like the fact that we're buckling down and eating our own meals. It's like, how does discipline taste? And I think this week for the first time, I kind of transitioned from that mindset of like, this is discipline to like enjoying it.
Yeah.
And the joy of the experience, kind of like what it means, and really settling into this thing of like, wow, like this is who we are, as opposed to like, kind of like when you first start working out, it's like, oh my gosh, like this sucks, like I don't want to do this. And then as you settle into a workout routine, it's like, this is what I do. Like this is, it goes from like, I have to do this to like, this is a part of me. I'm enjoying the benefits of this.
Yeah.
And it's a part of who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like scripture tells us no discipline is pleasant in the moment, you know, but what it yields, what it produces, and is really a reward to you, to the one who's willing to like hone in and focus and get it right, get it tight. So we shared our meals from the last week. So if you all want to check that video out, definitely head over to our channel and see. It's called No Spend January Week 3 meals, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so for me, what I've really enjoyed is, one of the rewards of discipline is structure, clarity, saving on time, obviously saving on money with the no spend portion. But it's really, like I had shared last week, I'm able to apply this to like other areas of my life and just gain a sense of like order and clarity on certain things. So one thing that we'll show you guys is our process in just decluttering. I'm not really, like, anyone who knows me knows I'm pretty much like a neat and tidy person, but I want to get even more minimalistic, essentialistic, simplistic, because the thing about like having things organized and in order and just having routines, developing certain days that I'm cleaning certain things to just give myself more structure and order, it just saves you time, and you're able to then focus on what really matters in life, what you really want to be spending your time and your days doing. And the more stuff you have, the more stuff that is to clean. The more things you purchase, the more that is to maintain. And a lot of times we don't make that connection of like, especially if you're like, oh, there's this deal on such and such, let me get this deal. Or, you know, people who are like into couponing or just into kind of like accumulating more stuff because there's a deal, and how you're not just purchasing that thing, that item that day. You're purchasing, or really, I should say,
things are taking up space.
It's taking up space, and you're really selling. You're actually selling something too in your purchase. What you're selling, what you're giving up, is your mental space. You're really giving up mental space. You're giving up physical space, and you're giving up time in the maintenance of that thing. And so it's really deciding what's worth it to me. What is worth it for me to purchase that I want to devote the time on the back end to maintain. It's really like whatever you don't have has you. And I just really saw like that's not good, you know, to feel so, to allow something to just have that much control over like your mental and your emotional. That's not good. And so being able to like hone that, gain mastery over it, gain discipline over it, it's like now I decide. So like when I'm gonna go out to eat out, it's because it's very intentional. It's to this restaurant, it's to this day, it's, you know, it's on this day, it's for such and such a purpose, and there's meaning behind it. And, you know, and then when I'm cooking at home, just getting better in, you know, making our meals healthier, and just working in that. It's just like, it's just
that palate is everything. And I know I'm trying to cut it, you know, trying to finish, but listen, my palate has changed. Like the type of food that I desire now has changed, and it's literally being morphed to what she produces. And the spiritual insights of that are huge, because even when you think about our appetites for certain things, it's based on the diet. It's based on the ingredients in the diet. You know, so like literally this can go from like a spiritual maturity thing all the way down to like tasting and seeing that the Lord is good. You know, it's kind of like when you don't have a diet of feasting on the Lord and His goodness, like
feasting
on His goodness, like the Bible's like, or worship music is like, or a sermon is like, it makes you. But like whenever it's your way of life, like when you can never get enough of the Lord, it's like because of my palate. So whether we're talking about the freedom of stuff or we're talking about food or finances, it's like, man, like literally it's like what you continually feast on, what you think about. It's like it really is like
that's what will take root. Whatever you feed will grow. So whatever you feed will grow. So just look in your life, what's growing in your life, what are you feeding, and then make that adjustment. Love you guys.
Peace.
We have one more car therapy for No Spend January.
Right. Every time I try to stop the video,
I gotta get a last word. I gotta get a last word.
Oh,
that's that takeover spirit. Pray for me,
Lord Jesus. All right.
Pray for me, y'all.
Bless you guys. See you next time.